So you're on machine now. You've been on machine the last 3 years. So let me ask you this. Are you doing, because you like hair stroke eyebrows?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you like powder brows too, right?
Powder brows.
Okay. But you're still like hair strokes.
Yep.
So are you choosing the machine now to do your hair strokes with, or are you still going back to the hand tool?
I use the hand tool a lot. I like it. But some people, they're like, I only want to do machine hair strokes, or some people will hate them. I think when I master the machine hair stroke a little more, I'll love it.
Okay. So you haven't quite mastered it.
I'm like,
So what's your struggle? Like, are your lines coming out a little shaky? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was having a hard time with innocent latex on somebody's face.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time. I was like, I feel like that line's just not, like, it just looks so squiggly. It's like, And then I switched my machine.
Are you using a single needle?
Yes.
What size?
You know what? For practicing, I don't even know what I'm using.
Okay.
I'm like, if I'm doing this on somebody's face, I'm going to be like, this is what I'm using. Exactly. But I'm like, practicing, I'm grabbing whatever I see first.
Well, you got to use single needle, but not really. I mean, you really can use like a bug pin, like let's say a 0.20, 3 tight liner, right? And get super crisp, fine hair strokes.
Right.
But most of the industry doesn't know that, or they're not taking advantage of that yet. I see them trying, picking up the smallest single needle, like available, like a 0.20. And to me, personally, I think that's just a little bit too small. Yeah. And the single needle is the hardest to master. So imagine a single needle, but you get a 3. It's like a single needle with training wheels, right? Yeah. It's a little bit more stable. Yeah. It shows less quiver, I guess is the way to put it. So,
well, when I switched over, say I use rotary and coil. When I switched over, I was using the Zion to try to do the hair strokes, and I love that machine. I use it daily. Yeah, just having issues. I'm like, I feel like these don't look great. Maybe it's just me. I'm gonna quit. I tried the Bishop V6.
The V6,
and I was like, holy shit! Like these look good. I can do this. Mm-hmm. That was a recent finding. So I'm going to feel brave and try it on some people soon.
The V6.
It was weird.
And what's so funny, Tars, a lot of people don't like the Bishop V6 for hair strokes because it weighs a little bit more. It's a powerful machine. Yeah. And it's not this delicate thin pin type that, the PMU industry is used to for hair strokes. Yeah. So it's got a little bit more oomph to it.
I didn't think to use it, I was
But I'm
desperate.
I like the Bishop V6. It's a good machine.
It's nice.
Yeah. And vibration doesn't bother me. It's never bothered me.
I was trained on a coil with Will.
That's it. Yeah.
I kind of was used to something a little heavier and loud and, the vibration right away.
Well, I think I was talking about this with Chris Sanford. He makes the Rook and manufacturer the Rook. And it's like I find the PMU, hair stroke artists, we sell machines, so they reach out to me all the time. And one of the number one question is, vibration, does it have 0 vibration? They're the artist that does the hair strokes, they're looking for the machine that has like almost no noise and like 0 vibration. And I was talking to Chris and like, okay, so if you get into a machine with like 0 vibration, like if you reduce the vibration of a machine so much to where it's pleasing to the permanent makeup artist, do you lose something along the way with power or anything like that, and I've got him coming on a podcast, so I'm not going to divulge what he said. No, we'll talk about that. But that's an interesting, subject all on its own.
I'm like the opposite. I don't want like a dainty machine. Everyone wants those, $20 Alibaba pens because they're so light and they're cordless. I'm like, I just want something I could feel in my hand. It's like substantial.
I'm almost like, put your big girl panties on, man. Get a machine in your hand.
Yeah, it feels different.
Yeah, it does feel different. And I think, and you get used to it, just like in time, right? You get used to it. But I think the noise that a machine makes doesn't have to be loud like a coil, but for instance, like the Valhalla or the Bishop Phantom, they make a little noise and they have some vibration. But I think that's your machine talking to you, right? When you can hear your noise, you can feel. When you can hear your machine, you can feel it. You can feel the vibration. That's your machine, like communicating.
You hear what it's doing. Yeah,
you can hear what it's doing. It lets you kind of know where you are depth-wise in the skin and whatnot. So I like a little noise and a little vibration with my machine. So I wish our industry would kind of get over that a little bit and embrace, a little noise and a little vibration, because that would open up their choice of machine a lot. right?
I also think the grip thing, I'm like wanting like the smallest pin. I'm like, I wrap mine so it's thick.
So it's thick.
It's easier to hold. Yeah. My hand hurts less.
But you kind of you don't really come from body tattooing, but
I worked in tattoo shops.
But you did work in tattoo shops, and you showed me a tattoo out there that you did. The banana thing.
Yes.
So you've done some body tattooing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why? And that's who I bounced my, like questions off of them with the boys at the shop. I'm like, hey, like I need help with this, or why is this doing this?
Yeah.
Because I didn't have anyone else to really talk to about it. And I always want to bug, people in the industry that I know out of town. I'm like, hey.